Hey everyone, it's Daniel. This is this week's devlog. I'm trying to do this every week. I'm trying to be more consistent. This including doing like the streams on Saturday. Speaking of consistency, I won't be able to do tomorrow's stream because I've got other stuff going on. So it seems like every time I try to like schedule and like be consistent, work hard, like something comes up. But whatever, I'll just have to work through it. So I want to talk about what I've done this week. First off, I've fixed up a lot of the background images for, let me mute that so I can hear myself. Like this background image that we're looking at it used to have a white background and it was really hard to read the text against that. So for these four concept art things, I gave them a darker background. Here, let's see it. That's what it looks like with the black background. Anyway, darker background, inverted the drawing so that it's white on dark instead of black on white. So they look much better now in the game with this this new design. So it's no longer jarring. Anyway, I think it looks cool. And if you notice, you also get the waveform showing up in the background a little bit too. I want to figure out how I can... It's kind of hard to see because it's coming through the background image and then through the black backing against the text. It's a lot. Well, you can really see it here against this one picture of Elia. Anyway, that's been fun. The other thing I have worked on is the set piece color timelines. I don't think I have anything saved, so well, I guess I'll show you how that works. In the world editor, I select something. Oh, I have fixed a bunch of weird issues with like this little component menu used to overlap with this, and there was a bug where clicking on one of the components would, I think there's still bugs with this, would like drop your selection. Now clicking in the background drops it, but it was doing that when doing this. Anyway, that's not interesting. What is interesting is that the colors can be authored on the timeline. There's a little bit more that I need to do, like this color menu up here is basically all broken. I need to fix it. But I can just scroll along the timeline, hit enter, and type in a color, red, and so now we see as we play. Let me turn the audio on. Oh, I'm playing on high speed. That's cool. Hit D for default, E for existing value. All the same stuff works. Hit enter and do 0, FF. So you just see the colors animating on the timeline. That's really fun. There's still a bit more to do on that. There's still just nice quality of life stuff that I can do in the editor. But that's one of those big things that like I needed so that I can do all this stuff that I wanted to be able to do. And of course last week it was these animations and things. Alright. I think that's all I've done on that. That's all I have in my notes, so it must be all I did. As far as Kailani, we're still working on that. What me and the artist have been doing is gathering up. We like what we have, but we want to make it better. We want to just bring in more references, and we want to make it look more like a rhythm game character. So we've got like 100 different images that we've like gathered them up, and we're just picking and choosing different elements that we think will fit Kailani and will make it look good. The goal is to have like I want people to see the character and know like what she's for and what kind of game it is, and basically because I want to use it for marketing and stuff, right? So that's a progress. Everything to do with that just seems kind of slow because it's always like back and forth between me and the artist, and so it's kind of the ball's in my court. I have to like kind of pick and choose what I want to do from all these images and references that we gathered. Let's see. Oh yeah, and as far as the arcade style controller, that's another thing I've been working on. I have notes on that. I don't know where they are right now, but I'm pretty sure I did play with that a little bit today. I played like the new track that Larga uploaded recently, and it's really hard. It was quite fun with the controller. I can only do it at 85% speed though, and it wore me out to do it. Like, so that was actually good. The biggest issue I have with it is that I'm always wanting to hit the jump notes with my right hand, and certainly there's cases where I can't do that, because like if you're using the right stick, you have to use your left hand for the jump notes. But on a chart like that one especially, I don't remember the name of the track, it's the newest one in the workshop, but there's a lot of column notes and jump notes kind of together, and whenever you're in that situation, there's nothing forcing you to move your hands around. There's some of it, maybe should I look at that? Let's do it. What is it called? The World Ends Now. I'm just gonna look at the notes and like show you what I'm talking about. Oh, I still have it sped up. Maybe that's best for, I don't know if this is a copyright track. Wow. So with these patterns, I'm sorry, I don't have, I better turn them on. I'm gonna turn them on.
Great choice.
I just want to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So right here, I'm sorry, it's sped up. I should have slowed it. Right here, like, you can obviously use your left hand and your right hand to hit both, like, column 3 and 4. I call them, no, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. I don't know what the columns are called. So you can move your left hand over just so you can alternate hands hitting these notes. Let me turn this speed down. I don't know why I'm on 150.
Great choice.
Yeah, great choice, thank you. So for a pattern like this, you can obviously use both hands. You don't have to like smack both those keys with your one hand. You can like move your hand over, and then also I'm gonna find another pattern. Especially useful like right here where there's a quick little if you're using both hands, it's really easy. You just have to move one hand over a little bit. And then patterns like this, where we're alternating between column, the leftmost column, and then this pattern. Oh, where are we? This pattern, it's fun to use your right hand to hit both the second and fourth columns, right? You kind of spread your fingers out, and you know, you're using your left hand for just the first column, and then with your right hand you're hitting both of these keys. Like, it's really fun to do patterns like that. That kind of forces you to move your hands around, but where it gets kind of, I don't know, I'm using your track as an example. This part right here, you have a bunch of chorded column notes and jump notes mixed, and there's really nothing, I feel like my hands are fixed, and I'm wondering, I'm not saying there's anything I can do about that. It's just like an issue, and if I come up with something super clever, obviously like in Sound Voltex, there's 2 separate jump buttons, so you're forced to hit one or the other. I only have one. Well, what do they call in that game? Effect buttons, whatever. I only have one jump button, so nothing in here forces you to move your hands at all. And here, well, maybe kind of. Like right here, it's a little bit easier to like hit the jump with your left hand, and then these 2 columns on the right side. But you don't have to, is what I kind of mean. And I think that's my biggest issue with it, but maybe that's not an issue. I don't know. I probably am not going to change anything to do with that before I start like actually getting all like the fiberboard laser cut stuff done. Like, I kind of, anyway, have I talked about that enough? The other thing I'm trying to figure out is, I started working on, you know how the leaderboards show you keyboard or gamepad. I want to list, mute that, I want to list arcade style controllers as well here. And there's a few little things to figure out to do with that, because, wow, what is there to figure out? Oh, how am I going to detect that the player is using one of this controller? Because the way I've got it working is that the computer just sees it as a Xbox controller. So I feel like I have to do something tricky so like the game knows that it's this. Like this has to do some kind of magic signal so that the game knows. I don't know. I'll figure that out sometime. I think I really feel like I did not get a ton done this week. Anyway, let's just say I'm ramping up still. I'll just call it ramping up. Oh, and then I had a weird just now. I was like trying to edit stuff in the track and like moving objects up and down the track in the world editor. I was like, why can't I just click and drag? You know, so I need to have like these silly little yeah. Just to like get the workflow nice. It's something I don't know why I never thought about that before, but if I implement something like that, it'll be so much easier. Right now I have that on J and K to slide up and down, and it's just stupid. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. No stream tomorrow, just because I'm away doing other stuff. But anyway, so this is 2 devlogs for the week in a row. That's good. And all I want to do right now is just try to keep up this stuff, do as many short daily streams as I can. I did a few last week. And just basically keep you guys updated. Try not to get stuck in the dev cave, as I call it, where I kind of don't pay attention to what anyone's doing, and I just work, and everybody thinks I'm dead. So I don't want to do that. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good, ramping up, and that's it. So thanks for watching, and hopefully, well, I'm pretty sure you'll see me next week. Bye.